Okay, all set to go. Lopez digs in now. And the home opener is underway.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Lux throws to first in time. One out in the top of the first. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
One down. And next for Toronto, Jordan Westburg. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's George Springer. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Struck it out looking.
2 aboard, 2 outs.
Here's Josh Young.
Ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Right through there for a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. That's off the mark.
That's a ball.
Full count now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fly ball down the line. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 2 on, 2 outs. And that is that. Leading off, Cody Clemens. Cease, 30 years old now, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014.
Ball 2.
In the air to left center. Steer should have this one. 1 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
No, that's a ball. That's a ball.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Just missed. Payoff pitch. Outside, and it's ball four.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A shot to the opposite field. Here's O'Neal Cruz. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Safely into second. He's got a double. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Giancarlo Stanton goes deep. It's their second home run of the inning. And now it's Gavin Lux. Four runs already in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. Lined into left center, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard. Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Man at first, one away. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back singles. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Dylan Beavers up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long. Back now at Oriole Park. We move ahead to the top of the second now.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least 1 an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
Hit on the ground to short. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And here is Spencer Steer. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. On the ground. Cruz on to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Ball 1.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a 2 out knock keeps the inning alive.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Oh.
That one at the knees for a strike. Kirk, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Nope. Ball 2.
Just missing there. And that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, stepping in, Bryce Johnson. And first offering is fouled off. In the air, left field. Steer under it. And there's one away. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Cody Clemens now at the plate. Fly to left his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch. Here's Jose Ramirez. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball 1.
Out towards right center field. Springer on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Back now at Oriole Park. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Otto Lopez.
Nope. That's off the plate. Nope.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's
Ball
off the inside corner. Ball 3. And that's in for a strike. One down. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. This one in the air, center field. Johnson settles under it, brings it in. 2 down. Jordan Westburg next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. And down on strikes. Back here in Baltimore, here's Pete Alonso. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. On the ground to the left. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Cruz
That's the ball.
in the box now as he looks at ball one. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count 1-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. One down. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Out number 2. Here's Gavin Lux to hit. A single his first time.
Hey!
Liner snagged at first. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, George Springer.
George Springer.
Ball. Ball.
Just
That's off the plate.
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
In for a strike, and the count is 3-1. That's in there. Sets him down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So up next for Toronto, Josh Young. Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Okamoto in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. To third. Ramirez sends it to first, and he is thrown. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Liner caught at second. 1 pitch and 1 out. Dylan Beavers will hit next. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled off. Beavers, in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. So, man aboard, and now Bryce Johnson. He's 0 for 1. On a line. Reaching down, makes the catch. Back to the top of the lineup, Cody Clemens, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. The 2-run shot. And now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. Hammered down the right side, the foul. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Now fly ball to right center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. into second, and he's got it double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And now here is Pete Alonso. And it's second.
Well, he gave up the home run earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
Yeah.
That misses.
Ball three.
And now 3-1. And ball four to aboard. Now it's the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
Now pitching for
New arm out of the bullpen, Brendan Little.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Struck him out swinging. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Spencer Steer.
Well, these Blue Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning. Alejandro Kirk, the next to hit. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And a strike in there. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. Steer rounds second on his way to third.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Lockridge in the box, lays off for ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And that misses. And a count 2-1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
for the Blue Jays.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Otto Lopez digs in now.
There's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
And that drops in for a strike. That's a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
He's there. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The run scores from third. It's 7-0. Here's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. 1 for 2. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the inning. Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Giancarlo Stanton. And a foul ball.
You know, these Orioles, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Stays alive. And right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Luck. Orioles making a move for a pinch hitter, Blaze Alexander. Looking to start something with one gone.
Up.
The Orioles up big in this one. Last half of inning number 5.
That's the ball.
Up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Just
That's
off the inside edge. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Foul ball. Alexander leads off first with one away. In the dirt. Inside,
That's
just
inside.
missed. Runner on the go. And they'll do it again. Runner goes again. So
Thank
a
you,
walk
mate.
puts runners at first and second. Now Dylan Beavers.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Spin one to first, not in time. Great effort there. And next for the Orioles, Bryce Johnson, a switch hitter batting right.
Now pitching for
Out of the bullpen for the Jays,
number
Louis
77.
Varland.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 on, 2 outs.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That one finds the corner, and the count 1-2. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Top 6. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Springer in the box again. Takes the strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
No, that's a ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And there's one down. One out man at first. Josh Young. Now at the plate.
Now pitching
So
for
they
the
bring on the
Orioles,
veteran, Yennier Cano.
number 78,
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
No, that's a ball.
Westberg leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Beavers on the move. 2 away now. So digging in, Kazuma Okamoto has grounded out a couple of times.
Whoa.
The Jays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. What a stop. Goes to second with it, and very nicely done. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Cody Clemens.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's one away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Ramirez stands in here, takes ball 1 low. This one in the air, center field. Takes it in for the out. So up next, Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Misses off the plate. Ball 1. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. And that clips the inside corner.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. In the air, right field. Springer on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Next to hit, Alejandro Kirk. In the air, right field. Beavers takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Brandon Lockridge next up for the Blue Jays. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Orioles DH, Giancarlo Stanton.
Stanton.
This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. Plays Alexander. The next day.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now for the Jays, Nate Pearson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's a 2-0.
Hey! Hey!
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Adley Rutschman. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped
That's the
off
ball.
of his stick.
Beavers stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. On the ground, right side. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Bryce Johnson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 3 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Rutschman at third. Beavers at first. One gone. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there. So back to the top of the order. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cody Clemens. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and a miss.
No, that's a ball.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 on, 2 outs. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. We go to the 8th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Otto Lopez. Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. The 0-1.
No.
And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Cruz sends it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
And now, Jordan Westburg. This one looks like trouble. That gets by him. Now around second, going for third. And his third hit of the game is a triple. Man in scoring position with away. George Springer. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Rico Garcia.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Young at the plate now. That's ball one. Just off the inside edge. And he can't come up with it. Hits it. The throw comes in too late, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Line drive, base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with two away. Spencer Steer next up. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Helsley.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this. Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Way out front for strike two.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
This one in the air center field, and this one looks like trouble. And that is that. Back now at Oriole Park. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Jose Ramirez getting ready to hit. Rip, but it curls foul. And now the 0-1.
Ball. That's the ball.
Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Oh. 3-2 now. Nice grab. And they get the out. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. And there's a ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 1-1. Tap foul at the plate. This one in the air. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, O'Neal Cruz. Check swing. He went, and that's strike 1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. This one's got a chance, and that one's gone into the bleachers. Another homer, his second homer of the night. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Giancarlo's. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there, and that's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Hit in the air, left field. And the inning is over. Back here in Baltimore, all set to start the 9th in this one. Alejandro Kirk digs in now, lifted in the air, right field. And there's one down.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. Otto Lopez next up for the Blue Jays. 2 down, nobody on. And that is out of play. 1 strike away. And there's a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And that one fouled off. The 0-2. On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles take this one in a blowout. This one ends the final 9-2 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.